Welcome. This is RiaTalk for real people, where we're always keeping it real about real life. And here's your host, Maria.
Hello, everybody. Let me just say hello to the people in LA, California, Georgia, Texas, Arizona, North Dakota, Minnesota, everywhere that I've lived, and I won't even say in Europe, especially Italy. Hello, my family and friends.
Wow, that was a big hello.
Hello.
So what are we going to be talking about today?
We're going to talk about I'm beautiful. And you are beautiful too.
Okay, so what does that mean? What does that mean? I'm beautiful. I know I'm beautiful. I know you know you're beautiful.
It means when I was thinking about the theme, what we would name or the theme of this podcast, I was thinking about how Black and brown people perceive themselves. And I'm not talking about internal beauty, but external beauty, how we have let others, the dominant group, define who we are. And for centuries, how damaged Black and brown people are, and how also we have been complicit in our own injury and damaging ourselves and negativity that we feel about how we look, whether it's our eyes, our nose, our butts, our boobs, anything, our hair, but I said, for God, I imagine that we are God's garden. And inside God's garden, he has all kinds of flowers. He has roses, he has gardenias, he has orchids, he has daisies. He has all types of flowers in his garden, but we're all God's flowers and he loves us all. And that's what I was thinking about. I don't have to, one should not deny who they are, the beauty that I have inside of me, and adapt my beauty to your beauty. God didn't make me like you. God made me an African-American woman. He did not make me a Euro-Caucasian white woman. He made me who I am. And I need to, instead of embracing other people's appearance, I need to embrace who I am. They are beautiful. My Euro Caucasian white brothers and sisters are beautiful. And I am beautiful too, just the way I am. Not having to straighten my hair. I love my nappy hair, and I'm going to embrace that word, nappy hair. One way we've injured ourselves, I don't know who started calling us nappy head, nappy hair, good hair, bad hair, but I'm embracing everything about me. Yes, I have nappy hair. I love my nappy hair. They're just like India Reese said, brown skin. That's one of my favorite songs. I love my brown skin. It doesn't mean I don't love your white skin, but just like RuPaul said, how in the hell I'm going to love somebody else when I don't love myself? I got to love me first.
So let me go back here. Let me just make sure I'm understanding everything. So we're talking about how the European image of beauty has had a negative effect on people of color.
Yes,
right?
We're talking about the standard of beauty. I am beautiful. You are beautiful. The European standard is the standard of beauty, not throughout the Western world, to be very inclusive of America and how we as Black people, as brown people, whether we're Asian, whether we're Mexican or Latina, all the brown people of the world. So all the red people, I won't say of the world, that is in contact with Western society, even outside, even in China, even if you look at Asian countries who maybe even be socialist country, haven't had that much personal contact with they were not colonized. They have still been impacted with the European standard of beauty. And what I'm saying is, you are beautiful with your small slanted eyes, my Asian sister. You are beautiful with your small chest. You don't have to increase your chest size. If that's what you want, that's different. But you don't have to. You still look beautiful. You are beautiful. Black women are beautiful with our big hip, our small waist, our big lips, our big nose, whatever. We're beautiful. And that is the point. We need to embrace who we are and define ourselves. Stop letting other people define us. We need to stop defining ourselves by their standard of beauty. That's why I refuse to ever in this life again to relax my hair. I do color my hair because all the African queens colored their hair. So I'm just an African queen coloring my hair. But I would not straighten my hair to relax it. That's a European standard. I get more variety with my hair being as its natural or some version of its natural state.
Okay, so some things I wanted to say. So this is European standard of beauty worldwide, not even just the Westernized world.
I believe so. I believe that is my opinion. I believe so.
And then what was the inspiration that made you think about this, that made you go to this topic, that why you wanted to talk about this and put this out there in the ether? What inspired you to bring up this topic?
I was thinking of that very question, and it's just that we are constantly, I can't think of what it was at this moment, but we're being constantly bombarded. Even now, I just want to say this to all you beautiful Black sisters, African American, Black, whatever you want to be called. I prefer to be called Black myself. Say it loud. I'm Black and I'm proud. I'm Black and I am proud to be Black. And we're still being bombarded, and we're still damaging ourselves, trying to live up to someone else's standard. I've heard, because I've seen many Black men still loving everybody except for how their mother looked. They want to have the antithesis of their mother. And we like to call it, and maybe this going too deep, mother hatred.
Well, what's wrong with having a preference? Like, it's not that they may not love it's not that they don't love their mother. Maybe it's just that they have a preference.
There's nothing wrong with a preference, but we can see that it's more than just having a preference. When you don't love your own, there's nothing wrong with liking other things. I like variety myself. Like they say, I like chicken, but I get tired of chicken. I have steak sometimes. I have ribs and sometimes no meat at all. I want to eat chili with beans or red beans and rice. We can have a variety, but if I was you have to embrace your own first. You got to love yourself.
What is it that they're doing? Because I'm getting ready to say what I don't appreciate, but what is
when
it that
Black men are speaking negatively about Black
that's the part
women,
that I have a problem with.
When Black men, when they are in the struggle to be a famous comedian, a famous actor, a famous whatever, in the struggle, they're Black, in the Black. They love Black women. But when they make it to a certain status, they flip the script and they have a preference to white, like that gives them it's an upgrade. And I think I heard you in the conversation that said there was a conversation between a white girl, was it you? And she said, for white women, it's a downgrade to be with a Black man, but it's an upgrade for a Black man to be with a white woman. This was one white girl's opinion.
Right? No. That's not what I had said. I know that's a popular video that's going around on YouTube, but that's not. I never said anything like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me have your opinion on it then.
Like I agree with what you're saying as far as I don't really care for black men dating date whoever you want to date. I have no problem with that. I just have a problem when when questioned, they have to put black women down to justify dating whoever they wanted to date. You know, you can date whoever you want to date and not um, be negative about black women. You dated her because that's what you wanted to date. What does the black women have anything to do with why you decided to choose that? You know, date whoever, big, great, that's fine. But I feel like it's a double whammy when, you know, and I can only speak of black men, but you know, they date outside their race, and then on top of that, they feel the need to have to put black women down, and then have the nerve, if black women date outside their race, have the nerve to be upset with black women for dating outside their race, even though they're not going to date the black woman. But they don't want to see you happy either, because they put you down, and then they don't want anybody else to have you either. So that's
yes, because I've heard here in Los Angeles, I've heard two of my friends who happen to be comedians who have said, I'm punishing the white man by dating a white woman. You're punishing the white man for slavery, for our ancestors. Boy, please. Boy, please. Really? Seriously? Anyway,
that's the only thing that I have a problem with. It's the negative, the constant negativity towards black women to justify why you date who you date.
Are you saying the constant negativity towards this black beauty, the black beautiful woman, how many black men see the beauty or non-beauty of their mother?
See,
I'm gonna tell you why I feel that.
See, I'm not even looking that far yet. I'm just saying, why do you even have to put that in the same sentence? My thing is just say this is my preference. I dated her because I was attracted to her. I liked her.
Because it's not that. It's not. They can't say it because it's not true. It is not true. They're not dating her because they just like her. There's something psychological going on for many, if not all of us, black and brown people.
Wait a minute. So you can't date someone because, like, I date outside my race. So that means if I date someone outside my race, that means I don't like my race. I didn't say that. That
means you don't like your race, but you do have to check yourself. If you date exclusively non-black men, then you have eliminated black men off of your list. You better check yourself. You need to check yourself for self-love. Now, if you find somebody you love who you love. There's no problem with that. But what if the love, as they say, your soulmate, which, by the way, I don't believe in, but just say you do, and your soulmate could be a black man, but you've eliminated black man because he's not your standard of attractiveness, of beauty. But you've taken him off your list. But I think it's okay long as everybody is on your list. And the thing closest to you, people say, who do we marry? Who do we date? What's closest to me? It's just my opinion. I have a right to my opinion. My opinion is that when you do not find black women attractive, it's probably because you didn't find your mama attractive.
Okay, so what if they didn't find their mom attractive?
And you didn't find your sister attractive? And you don't find yourself attractive. You find basically your whole race as a race of ugly black people.
Okay, so what do you say? What do you say to people who...
You keep cutting me off.
Because I try to find a spot to hop in, but...
Hold on, I was just getting there, but go ahead.
So what do you say to people who say there's a lot of black people that live in majority white neighborhoods, and I keep bringing up black because we are black, so, but there's a lot of minorities that are in this situation where the majority of their community is white. So that's what they've been around. That's what they see the most. So their preference is towards that. That means they don't like their race.
Yes, it does mean that. Yes, and yes. I said it. I'm gonna be like Chris Rock. I said it. I say it again, and I hold that position. It's my opinion. You need to, if you have not been around your own people, well, God, and this is a free country. You need to associate yourself with Black people, people who look like you, and get to know them, get to know their beauty. Now, you haven't known yourself. You haven't known. That's all you were raised with. That's all you were raised around. I'm sad for you. My heart is full of compassion for you because you don't know who you are and where you came from. And that even more so affirmed my opinion that you are lacking in self-love because you don't know who self is. I always say God made the human race. I am in love with the human race. Red, yellow, black, or white. We are all precious in God's sight. We are all God's children. And you may hear me say that because God is our Father. Brothers are we. We are all brothers and sisters. And you remember that analogy I gave you about the God's garden and the different flowers? This is all, if God made you a rose, but you like an orchid, you've been around orchids, and you don't want to be a rose, you don't want to be around roses, you find roses unattractive, but you are a rose. That means you having some self-hatred going on. You need some counseling.
Okay. So a few things. One,
I'm listening.
I feel like this happens. Why we're talking about this is that you believe that it happens in other communities as well, not just Black communities. Is that correct?
Yes.
And
yes.
then,
go ahead.
And then also, coming from a Hollywood perspective or an entertainment perspective, I have noticed, and I do agree with you on the point that Black men that make it to a certain status do tend to seem like they trade in their struggles, their day ones, for an upgrade for something that's more exotic.
What they consider an upgrade. We are the most exotic of them. Let's be clear. If you're going for exotic, brother, we're it. Many races. I'm just saying, if you're going for something different, it's the Black woman. Black people are the only group of people with nappy hair, different hair. You can bring our red brothers, our brown brothers, our golden brothers, our yellow brothers. There are going to be some similarity. They all may have straight hair, for example. My hair is not straight, and I love it. It's wavy. It's cute. It may be even curly sometimes, as we like to say, nappy. And that's exotic. How would you define exotic?
I was just using the term exotic as
I know, but tell me when you're thinking that they go for the exotic, what does that mean?
That's what I was going to say. You wanted the general term of what
you think exotic. About it when you're saying, oh, they want the exotic.
Well, yeah, because my definition is different from what I was using it as in the general term. Mine is exotic means something that is not typical, that is out of the ordinary. So my definition would match what your description was, something that's not typical. However, how I was using it was, a lot of Black men in Hollywood tend to, once they make it to a certain position, tend to go for exotic, meaning something that's ethnically ambiguous or Latin or white, so they tend to go for that type. Well, not white, but I mean that when I say exotic, it's ethnically ambiguous, biracial, or Latin, or you just can't tell, it's something. That's the general term I was using. But if you're asking me personally what I think exotic means, I believe it means exactly what it's supposed to. Its exact definition as being something that's unique and different, right?
Out of the ordinary, right? Something maybe from a country closer to the equator. That would be exotic. Really, that's what
I was just saying something that's different.
For example, when we think of exotic animals, We go closer to Africa, the continent,
Not
giraffe,
necessarily, Mom.
elephant, lion. Yes.
No,
yes.
because you
Not
can have,
mom.
right, Maria.
Yes. Yes.
Right. But what I'm saying is I'm saying exotic in the form. Exotic doesn't have a geographical location, right? You can have a swordfish, and that is not near Africa. That is up in the Antarctic.
A swordfish is not exotic though. It is not. But I know I see what you're saying.
Right.
Something different. But
Right,
if
just
you want to
something
go
different in
if
general.
you want to go for the exotica, if you want to go for exotic, baby, you gonna have to go to the continent, to the motherland. That is exotic, and we are different. We are the most different people, Inspector. We are the most different people on this earth. If you
Right,
want
I
to
would
go for
agree.
exotic, we are the one. But I'm not telling you to love us. I'm telling you, women, Black women specifically. I'm also including brown women, red, yellow, Black, everything that's not white. Love yourself, because we have been complicit. I heard you say this, and we were talking about this the other night. How we have been complicit in white supremacy, and some white people thinking they're better than the rest of us who are red, yellow, Black, or white, not white, non-white, I apologize, red, yellow, or Black, but not blaming white people. Let's stop blaming everything on white people that are negative stereotype. Just because I always like to use this, for example, every time someone knock on your door, you don't need to let them in. You make a decision to who's coming in and who's not. That's information too. You make a decision. What craziness am I gonna let crazy in my head when someone tells you, oh, your butt is too big, but now they're paying for a butt like yours, or your boobs are too big, but now they're paying for boobs like yours. Your lips are too big, but now they pay to get their lips like yours. I don't know what else they're gonna do. Oh, I'm golden, which I am golden, brown, golden, but other people have to get the tan to get my gold. I made that.
Okay, so I get what you're saying, and for the most part, like I said, I agree. But playing devil's advocate, just to see the flip side, coming from the entertainment standpoint. Now, I have seen some guys that they stay with their day ones, right? They stay with the girls that were with them in the struggle. And when they hit a certain status, it seems like their day ones have sometimes a hard time making that transition and leveling up. And I've seen it many, many times where they go to different red carpets and everything, and they're still dressing, and their outward appearance isn't matching the status that their counterpart has now achieved, you know? So instead of you going to the red carpet and wearing Givenchy, you went to, you're still wearing something that,
off the rack.
Off the rack, right? It's instead of having something that was that going and having a stylist style you, you know what I'm saying?
And a designer, wearing a
designer label, right? You're still wearing off the rack. And it's not one time, it's not two times, it's not three times, it's several times.
But so, you know what? I apologize. Go ahead.
No. But that's what I'm saying. Playing devil's advocate, it's and maybe that's why some Black men say, that's why they leveled up,
But they're not leveling up.
Of course, I don't think so.
You're making more money. You're making more money. Mm-hmm. But you're not leveling up. You're still who you are.
Exactly.
When did you get your PhD, your MD, your JD? Your DD, MD, how many letters have you put behind your back, behind your last name? How you leveling up? Those letters behind your name?
I guess you're leveling up.
You're stacking up on those dollars. You're stacking up.
Right.
And you call that leveling up. But what you should do in the name of love, not just for your day ones, but for your race of people. Because when one goes up, we all go up.
But you know, some
But
people feel, some
I
people,
want to get back to the standard beauty because I may be changing lanes into more, because this is like you said, this is like an onion. It has many layers. But I just want to encourage everybody. I just want to be clear with my white brothers and sisters, mainly my white sisters. You are beautiful. I love your beauty, but I love me more. I love the way God made me more. And I want you to love the way God made you more. Love who you are, and say, look in the mirror, look at yourself, whether you red, yellow, black, or white, and say, I'm beautiful. I love your brown skin. My hair. I love my hair. I love that it's kinky. I love that it's nappy. I like that hard curl in it. I love that short wave. And I didn't have to put any type of texturizer in my hair. Whatever it is, even if I had to put a texturizer in it, but I like I said, I prefer not to put those texturizers in my hair. I would like to moisturize my hair and take care of my hair, but I don't need to do that because I like the way I look. If I had slanted eyes, I love that. And it goes back to loving your standard of beauty. Define, if I'm Asian, I'm going to define what a beautiful Asian woman, and I have already done it. One of my best friends, she is Asian. She's beautiful to me. She's beautiful. I have seen many beautiful Asian sisters. I have seen many beautiful Latina sisters. I have seen many beautiful Black sisters. Define your standard of beauty for your ethnicity, not for your race, because you're a part of the human race, but for your ethnicity, God created your cute little slanted eyes. God created your thin lips, and whatever else about you, you're trying to look at the dominant group and say, this is how I should look. No, that's not how you should look. You should look, accentuate the positive of how God made you. You are beautiful. Everybody's beautiful in their own way.
this kind of seems like it kind of goes back to what you were saying last week with you have to love yourself. You have to have self-love.
But more, yeah, self-love, not internally. Right now, we're talking about the outward appearance of, and it's like when I'm talking to Black women, and I also wanted to talk about us as Black people, defining our hair. These some of the things we've defined our hair, whether we have good hair or bad hair, our skin. Whether your skin, like the closer to white, it makes it right, it makes it beautiful. If you light, you're right, because you're closer to white.
Okay, so
because I was going there, girl. If you light, you think it's right because it's closer to white. You heard that? That's part of the Black thing too. See, we like to rhyme. See, God made our ethnic group that way. We love to dance. We love to rhyme. And I got all of that.
But right, like you said before, this is like an onion. This is like an onion. So I do feel like we're spinning out into a lot of different things because they are interrelated.
Yeah.
But you wanted to stay on the topic of love. What is this thing?
Beautiful.
I'm beautiful and you're beautiful too.
Right. Embracing everybody's beauty.
Right.
So especially my own.
Right. So that's what I was saying. Because where you were getting ready to go with the whole like light is white because light is right because it's closer to white. That's starting to go into another topic.
Right.
But what I was trying to help, because you're telling me also that we need to stay on the you're beautiful and you should embrace your beauty.
Embracing my own beauty, even as an individual person, even like looking at you and I know we're different in ages, but we're both two Black women. Even within our own ethnic group, embracing how God made you and accentuating the positive. If you say, let me look at one thing, let me look at my face, because it's the first thing people see, right? What is my most positive trait? What about my face do I like the most? And accentuate that, I love my beautiful, scrumptious, delicious lips. I tend to think that is my favorite, my best feature is my lips. And so you accentuate that. Oh, your nose, I like the curvature of my nose. Just saying that you are beautiful. In every person, there's something that you were born with in your physical body that makes you unique and make you beautiful. And it doesn't matter what race, ethnic group, or color you are. And I'm telling Black women, Black people, let's not listen to how other people have defined us. And we're already starting to do that. We're defining ourselves. That's why you can go in the store and get more Black products now, hair products, because we're embracing who we are. Yay, yay, yay. Go, Black people, go. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. Keep embracing your big hips and your big lips. You are beautiful. I am beautiful. I have big lips and big hips, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Any last thoughts? Any last thoughts? Food for thought.
Yes. Black hair, Black lips, Black hips. I'm loving every minute of it because I'm defining who I am. I am defining my standard of beauty. And I'm asking and encouraging all Black people, especially Black women. We're flipping the script to define for ourselves who we are and our own standard of beauty, not somebody else's definition of what beauty is.
Okay, well, that's it for RiaTalk, where we're always keeping it real about real life. You can leave your comments and compliments on our Instagram page at RiaTalk, and we'll see you next week.